question we get asked quite a lot is, which marker lead do I need? And what's the difference?
Yes, we've talked about it in previous videos that I like fishing in the silt.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like we said before, we're not going to reiterate it and things like that. Everybody's like fixated with gravel and things like that. Granted, yeah, in certain areas, certain fishing conditions, yes, you have got to find that spot. But if there's some nice silt in that lake, I'm in it. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where naturals are.
What, living in it?
Well,
or fishing in it?
I fell in it a few times. But marker leads. Now there is a wide range on market. We've just picked a few. Obviously, you've just got your normal leads, Brad, like your distance leads and things like that, which you can use, mate. But what I've found is with these, yes, you are going to get a feel of the bottom, but because these leads are pretty smooth, yeah, I think these kind of leads, what a lot of people use, tend to glide over a lot of what's underneath the water, shall we say.
So what you're kind of saying is, by using them, yeah, they're good in certain situations, but if you're fishing, you can kind of misjudge of what you're actually doing.
Yes, if you're fishing in silt, or if you're fishing in weed, and I don't mean like 6 foot weed or anything like that, I mean just like a couple of foot weed or anything like that, I prefer to use one of the marker leads with the prongs on it, Brad. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because this enables me to, especially these Fox ones, they're basically done on the design of a sea lead.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the prongs on that, these are in a blister pack, so we haven't opened it. But as you can see, Brad, they've got the prongs on. Can you see?
Just try and get. Yeah, they've got
Just
prongs on.
show it on back. There's a better photo on back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do them prongs actually do?
Well, them prongs are actually telling me what's on the bottom of that lake, mate. Whether it be silt that stinks and I need to be as far away from that as possible, low-lying weed, basically it tells, obviously gravel.
When you say silt that stinks, what do you mean by
Well,
silt that stinks?
it's usually the black stuff.
Right.
It's basically, I always it's like food. You know, like if you've got some food and it's gone off.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what I think of that silt. Because
right. So you don't want to be fishing in
you
that silt.
don't want to be fishing in that silt because there's nothing in there. I'm not saying that they don't ever investigate it, but it's like if you walk into a toilet and somebody's done a number 2. Yeah,
you're gonna walk out.
You're gonna walk out, mate, because it stinks.
Yeah.
So I like to find the nice smelling silt with all them insects in it, everything basically, all the naturals.
Right.
So by using one of these leads with the prongs on, flicking it out, I can see what kind of silt it is, even in the weed. If it's not thick weed, because you're gonna obviously with them prongs on, you're gonna get stuck. But even if you just yank it to the side a little bit and then bring it straight up, usually you can tell the depth of the strands of weed, so it gives you an idea, mate, what you're actually fishing in.
Yeah.
But with the prongs on and the little knobbles and things like that, it's giving you every indication of what's on that bottom. And plus, with the benefit with this, with the prongs on as well, if you're flicking that out, if you are fishing in that silt, you can actually see, because you will be bringing a clump of that in, what actual insects or naturals is actually in that silt, mate.
Got ya.
That's where the fish are going to be. So, like we always say as well in some of the videos, this is only our opinion of what to use. Some people might say you're wrong with prongs, it gets stuck, Yeah, but this is my opinion, what I use in my fishing, and it's proved it time and time again with fishing in silt, mate. So I would always use one of the leads with the prongs on, as to the normal standard distance leads, which just glides over any surface which is beneath the water, mate.
And so, what's the difference between obviously the Corda ones?
Well, the Corda ones, this is giving you more sensitivity through your braid. You know it prongs on.
Yeah.
So like if you're going through a bit of silt and it's weedy at the bottom, it's a bit of silt and it's gravel at the bottom, you'll actually feel that bit of silt. But with these prongs as well, you'll actually feel that tap 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 tap. So you don't really know if it's actually gravel or silt, because you might get an odd bit of silt on one of them prongs. But by using one of those,
Is that my cue to zoom in?
yes, by using one of those, you are bringing in a lot more of what's on that bottom. So in my opinion, if you are marking up and you want to fish in silt or fishing that way, my advice was to go for a lead with the prongs on, and you can actually see what's on the bottom. And now, Brad, I'm off fishing.